Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Orbits of Paris taking on the Huskies of Oklahoma City.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback. To the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 5. He completes this to Walker. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going deep for Walker. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Andrews on 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That complete. Hits Tyler Scott with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Andrews. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Always got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Slot man moves right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. If you look at this defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Orbits take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ryland on for the extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go, check. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 Bobcat, 60 Panther Street, Panther Street.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Andrews. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. That's laid out deep for Rice. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Drop 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Andrews lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Byron Young there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Orbits have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they can use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, it's Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Andrews. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A yard all they need, but it's third down. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Andrews now throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those side.
And now here is another interception. Breaks through the contact, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And Andrews lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Shepard, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
An 8-yard gain.
They'll try and run for it. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Up the middle they go. Bradshaw. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Looking to throw. Andrews. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Andrews. This is caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Huskies are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's out right at the 25. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw now on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. A give for Walker running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Andrews. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down now, it's Shepard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here's Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
There he goes, right side. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Andrews off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Andrews going to throw again, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Andrews now, off play action, out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, ready?
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Shepard. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Shepard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Press on 80. Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has